Hey, welcome back. My name's Neil the Saskryker, and as you can see, we're back in the studio. The Joker has been put away for the season. I took the hood and the front end off because, well, I'm going to show you what I've got to replace the top-notch Ryker Mod grill setup. So I've got the front end. We're going to go through what's currently on there, and then we're going to show you what we've got to add on to it. So from now on, we will be either on the workbench or we will be here in the studio talking about everything Ryker. So thank you so much for joining me. And let's go over to the bench and have a look at what today's project is going to be about. Okay, welcome over to the bench. This is the front end of the Joker. So the Ryker, to get this off at the bottom underneath the front end, there are two screws. There's one here and then there's one here. And then up top, the two clips right here. Let's lay this down. So the two clips, there's one here and one on the other side. They just pop out. Now with the extreme amount of weight that's on the front, and by extreme I mean because I now have the chin spoiler on and I've got the top-notch Ryker Mod set up on here, that's a lot of weight. And I've noticed when I put this on that the clips at the front were undoing themselves. So what I did was I basically drilled a hole right to here and then basically screwed it in to the front end of the bike, and that helped keep this all nicely in place so that it wasn't popping out on me. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to go through kind of what the top-notch Ryker Mod is, this skid plate and why I think you need a skid plate, and I'll show you what mine has done for me, and then show you what we're going on to. So the top-notch Ryker Mod setup is two pieces. This front piece that has whatever you want in here. I've changed out the push pins from the regular black to the purple to match the front end. And then on the back of the front end, this is where you attach it to. This screen, back screen just in front of the radiator, gets zip tied to the plastic. This spot here and this spot here are where those front pins are, and that's what connects it all together. Now I don't know if you can notice or not, but boy has this thing done its job, because I'm going to show you, I've got to get cleaned out grasshopper bits. There's a bunch here, and there's a whole bunch up in here. So yeah, this thing back here is catching the bugs like it's supposed to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the front grill part off, and that's just these push pins. You just push them in like that and like that, and this piece comes right out. So we'll get rid of that, move it out of the way. So what I'm left with now is this piece, and this is the grill that's been catching all the bugs. So what I'm going to do, it's zip tied into the back part of the grill, and I'm going to take and get that off because I need, I think, the space to put what I'm going to be changing this out to. Now, when I said it's a good idea to get a skid plate, this one I got from Rand & King and painted. This was the one that caused me the grief with the paint. But I didn't realize this until I went to look at it, and boy has this saved the plastic. This is a sacrificial piece, and look at this. There's a major scrape there. There's a bunch of scrapes under here. There's one over here. So this, and there's some more over here, and on the front it's been taking some stone chips down here and here and here. So this is going to come off. I'm going to strip it down. I'm going to repaint this. I've got all winter to do that. So I'm going to strip that all off and I'm going to reattach it. But boy, has it been doing its job. So if you're ever wondered about any of these chin spoilers, whether they work, all you got to do is have a look at what mine's done. Right there. Look at that. That's a nasty scrape. And it's just plastic underneath here. So you start scratching that plastic up, and that's just going to tear up the underside. So again, buy this, let this be your sacrificial piece, and it'll save a lot of this plastic, a lot of wear and tear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece off because, I've got something else I'm going to put on here. You'll see it in a minute. And I'm also going to take this back piece off and get rid of all the bugs and everything on there. So if you're ever wondering about getting a top-notch Ryker Mod setup, get it or build your own back piece, because this is saving your radiator. So all these bugs and everything have not hit the radiator. Rocks, try to get something that's smaller in hole diameter, because again, you don't want the rocks and everything coming through here and damaging your radiator. That's what this is designed to do, is stop any of that coming in on your grill. So when I come back, we'll have this apart and then I'll show you what I'm adding in. We've got the backing piece off, and this is what I'm probably going to be taking off because these pins were getting real loose. This is part of the reason why I'm getting rid of the top-notch Ryker Mods piece, is this metal here. The cage wire has broken on one side and it's sloppy on the other here. Oh no, this one's just coming out by the looks of it by hand. I just touched it here and it's starting to fall apart. So I'm going to take this off, and because the whole front part of this grill piece that this attaches to was starting to warble and bend and everything. So I think what I'm going to do, this is still going to go on. I'm going to zip tie this to the back of the grill, just again as that second layer of protection. As you can see, here's all the grasshoppers and bugs that were still in it, that even after car washes this summer still didn't blow it out. So again, imagine rocks and things. So I like this grill because it's got small openings in it, so that's going to deflect a lot of rocks even if they do come through the new one. And what am I replacing it with? Richard at rykermod.com. For those of you who follow my channel have seen a couple of things that I have done with products from rykermod.com. The first one was the steering damper, and that was an awesome piece. He then sent me the sway bar end links. I put those on, made a huge difference. And he said, you know, I've been making grills for the Rykers for quite a while, but I keep forgetting to kind of promote them. And so he said, would you like to do a custom design? So him and I came up with a custom design for the Joker, and I just went, wow. And for those of you that have seen it on social media, it is pretty awesome. And I wasn't sure how well this was going to look. When it arrived in the mail, it was incredible. So this is what's going to be replacing it. This is a stainless steel, no drill grill. It's got a couple of bolts here, and go on rykermod.com. You'll see the installation guide. This is the Phantom grill as the base. The Phantom grill has all of these slats. This logo piece here was something that him and I came up with, and he laser cut that in. An incredible piece. And he told me that if you want something like this, he'll work with you on it. Of course, it's going to cost you a little bit more, but wow, what a statement from the front of the Ryker. So this is all stainless steel. It's beautiful. I set it on the front of the grill just to see what it looks like, and you'll see once we get it all put into place, it just looks phenomenal. Adds a whole new personality, and like I said, with the eyes and everything and the word Joker and the big grin and all of that, it's going to be really nice. So this piece is going to go behind the grill, and then this will go in front, and that will be my grill setup for the Joker for 2023. So again, I'll take the skid plate piece off. I'm actually going to get a skid plate from Richard, again in stainless steel, for the front of the bike, and I'm also going to get a couple of rain diffusers for the canards on the fenders of the bike, again in stainless steel, because Richard really makes a great product. So I thought I would support him because he's been so nice to send me this and say, you know, tell me what you think, and put it on your bike and ride it with pride, and I will. I'm just so blown away by how nice this looks. And again, go on rykermod.com. You'll see all the versions that he has of the grill. This is called the Phantom, just these slots here. He does an American flag. He's got I think about 8 or 10 versions that we'll do. And again, he will do a custom design for you. Just you and him have that conversation about what you'd like it to look like. Send him the image. He'll set it up for you, and you'll go from there. So When you come back, what you'll see is this on the front of the bike, or the Ryker, and we'll have the skid plate off, so you'll get to see kind of what this looks like up front. And I think it just looks awesome, and it's going to be a statement piece, and it's also going to be protective of any stones and bugs and everything that comes off, because again, being stainless steel, it's going to be very, very durable. All right, we've taken everything apart and we put it all back together again. So I reused the back part of the top-notch Ryker Mods grill piece, just because again it has smaller openings, and it was doing a really good job of stopping rocks and bugs and everything else from coming in. So I just re-zip tied it to the back, and then the big transformation is right here. Look at this. There is the Joker grill. Isn't that a beauty? And like I said, let's get a better shot of it. This is from RykerMod.com. Richard and the crew over there will sell you some of their basic units, which are really nice. This started off as the Phantom grill with just the slats in it, and then what we did was we took this image and laser cut it in there. So no drill, just the 4 screws in there. There's pin locks in the back that hold on to the bars that are on the grill. So if you need to take this off to clean it, or you need to swap it out because you've got a couple of these, it is that easy to do. Just undo these 4 little bolts here and you're done. So it's an awesome piece of kit up at the front. It's a dress-up item, it's a protection item. It makes a statement going down the road. Not sure if I'm going to paint this or not, but who knows. I am going to clean it up because it does have a lot of my fingerprints and everything on it. So yeah, talk to Richard at RykerMod.com about getting your grill for your Ryker. Go on the website, have a look. Maybe one of the stock grills is to your fancy, but if not, talk to him about an image you'd like to put in. And we decided on this beauty, and it just really looks nice. So again, thank you to Richard at RykerMod.com for setting me up with this. And like I said, I've got a couple of other things I'm going to be ordering from him, so you'll see those in upcoming episodes as well. Until next time, take care.